Signature counts and state agency rules take center stage in Oklahoma's effort to institute medical marijuana. The count begins for two initiative petitions to place cannabis legalization into the state's constitution. Now, while lawmakers hear from the health department on its efforts to license medical marijuana businesses and patients.
Another week, another set of major developments in the arena of marijuana legalization in Oklahoma. On Monday, Governor Mary Fallin approved a new set of rules from the State Board of Health. The new regulations eliminate several provisions which the Attorney General's office noted were beyond the State Board of Health's authority and, by extension, the State Health Department and the Oklahoma Medical Marijuana Authority. Upon signing the new rules, Fallin issued a statement calling them the best option in developing a proper regulatory framework for medical marijuana, quote, making marijuana available to Oklahomans who need it solely for medical reasons, end quote. While advocates were celebrating the change, news that the effort to put both medical and recreational cannabis into the state constitution hit a major snag.
The numbers that have been spoken are not even close to what is in the office.
Three former members of Green the Vote took to social media to announce that the numbers provided by the group's director, Isaac Cavanis, were inflated.
The numbers that I counted were not the numbers that you were given.
The numbers were very...
Within hours of Sullivan's video, Cavanis also took to social media to explain. He said that in the beginning, signatures for state questions 796 and 797 were low. He wanted to encourage volunteers and decided to inflate the numbers.
We did not mean this in any kind of a malicious way, and we felt like we were estimating very close, and I should not have told you all these were hard numbers. I should have told you all that these were estimates.
Despite the setback, Green the Vote supporters continue to collect signatures to give the state questions a chance to make it to a ballot.
Is it a concern of yours?
Meanwhile, the Joint Legislative Medical Marijuana Work Group heard from Interim Health Commissioner Tom Bates and several staffers of the Oklahoma Medical Marijuana Authority. Bates believes lawmakers should consider if the health department is the right fit as the state agency to regulate medical marijuana because the agency's mission is to improve health conditions.
Is this counter to that in some way? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to opine on that, but I think it is something that needs to be discussed and considered.
The hearing also revealed that interagency recommendations presented by the health department included the provisions in the original set of emergency rules adopted and then rescinded by the Board of Health. Representative Jacob Rosecrans wanted to know, after the public outcry, why those recommendations were put onto the list for lawmakers to consider.
Now, some of those issues were included in the initial draft of the rules and then removed after we got guidance from the Attorney General. So, I mean, those are, the medical licensure community, your law enforcement community, your education community, those are all concerns that they have that they articulated about State Question 788 as it is.
Bates estimates it will cost around $4.5 million to implement medical marijuana licensing. While lawmakers were digesting the testimony from Bates and the other health department officials, supporters of state questions 796 and 797 were outside the Capitol gathering last-minute signatures. With only a few minutes left, the petitions were taken to the Secretary of State's office to be submitted for a count.
796, 797, officially turned in.
A visibly tired Cavanis said he appreciated the efforts of the thousands of volunteers to get as many signatures turned in.
Literally thousands of signatures dumped on us right here at the last minute, and which was an awesome sight to see. We have no idea where the signature count is, but we know that the Secretary of State's count is the one that matters.
The Secretary of State's office began counting the signatures for State Question 796, the constitutional medical marijuana amendment. The office will begin counting the signatures for State Question 797, the recreational marijuana amendment, as soon as the 796 count is complete.